Hey guys, Mason here, Cardinal Gaming. How we doing? Here in the back right, so I got something going on. I want to show you guys, talk to you guys about something at a critical point right now. Something that I really think needs to be talked about and just gone over because the graded market is rapidly reaching a tipping point for Pokemon, and I think it's important that we break it down and show you guys with facts. I'm gonna bring facts at you guys instead of just it's just me rambling because I have to have proof, right? So let's look at all the data here. So first thing I got right here up on the screen is we're looking at this is PSA's website. They have auction pricing and basically tracks the value of PSA graded stuff within searching whatever you're searching for. They kind of aggregate all that for you on their website. Not the greatest way to look at this kind of information, but it's good for my points and what I'm going to be illustrating here. This is Big Daddy. This is the first edition PSA 10 Charizard. Kind of gives you a price breakdown from over the past 4 or 5 years, and how it's all of a sudden just gone insane. So when there's more data points, it'll have more stuff broken down. But what we're looking at here is basically just the explosion of what the first ed Charizard has done. Obviously, really close to 300 grand in a relatively short amount of time. Again, this is PSA website. You can go in here by yourself, search card, and then you kind of select the grades. It's like let's go look at nines. Nines are, probably a little more factual data points to see how it has more points because of more sales history here. So again, kind of see the trend of earlier this year, right, when we had Pokemon going a little wild during like July, June, May, that kind of era, and then here we are, boop, to modern times. The last data point they have is the 21st of November. Today is December 8th. So, yeah, we're going to look at some other cards here in a second, but to kind of give you an idea of what the explosive markets has been, and then how we've already mellowed off to people going, whoa, this is a $20,000 difference. And people going, hey, let's not go insane on these cards that are not extremely rare. That's the other thing I have to show you guys too, is the pop report information, which I'm going to save that for a little bit later. I just wanted to show you guys pricing, look at prices and numbers, and throw that at you. So that's first ed. Get rid of first ed. We're done with that. That is the number for how much base set stuff. This accounts for first edition, shadowless, and unlimited altogether for the base set of Pokemon. 206,000 cards graded all across, and this is not just holos, not just Charizards, this is for everything. So that's a big number. That's important. We're going to talk about that later. Let's go over here and look at just this is unlimited Charizard again. Let's 10s. Let's go to 9s just because, again, kind of gives us a better idea. Again, this is how many auction totals we've collected of this card. Again, we're looking at unlimited Charizard in a 9. And woo, look at this. So a lot better price in pricing information. See here, where it kind of peaked at middle of October, and then we bounced around a little bit. Some outliers here, but you can see the general trend of what the price is doing. And here we are. Really, if you consider this is the end of September, kind of before the Logan Paul situation. And then here we are. This is December 5th. Today's the 8th. So actually really good data here. Almost back down to pre-Logan Paul era pricing on this card here. So kind of, again, giving you perspective, this is a 9. 10s are obviously not as dramatic just because the less sales, right? And that's the cream of the crop, and that's what people want. So you'll be seeing that kind of prices stay stable and stay consistent. But let's just for giggles, let's look at what an 8 does. We're looking at an 8 unlimited Charizard. Again, Lots of data points, lots and lots and lots of sales. Again, mid-October, right around 2,500, jumping around, and then a slow, gradual mellowing of down to under $1,000 here recently for an 8 unlimited. So it kind of gives you again an idea of what base set's doing. I did have evolutions numbers up, 33,000 total evolutions cards. That's the total population of stuff. Obviously, through this section here, there's nobody grading Kakunas and reverse Kakunas and stuff like that. Everybody's worried about Charmander, boom. Charmeleon, yeah. And the Charizard. So we got almost 10,000. Well, if you want to count the EX, we're looking at a pretty good chunk of this 33,000. It's almost, well, real close to 10,000 of those are Charizard in some form or fashion. So, again, giving you an idea of what people are grading out there. Well, somebody graded, there's 100, how many was that? 117 Ninetales Hollows out there, and 150 Ninetales Breaks. Okay, it's good to know. Again, giving you guys an idea of population. This is how you learn the rarity of an item and how to price it, and what prices are according to maybe other things of similar population or similar rarity, and condition obviously plays a role in that as well. So I'm not going to go through and looking at Charizards from evolutions. Again, I have a little more of an in-depth thing I'm going to say here in a second about what we're doing with all that there. So we'll look at that in a second. Let's get rid of that for now. This is what is this? Oh, this is Evolution Charizard. I got it up anyway, so let's look at that. This is a 10 Charizard from Evolutions. Again, right? This is actually end of July, so kind of ticking up even at the end of July. Kind of the tail end of that COVID ramp up that we did right before Logan Paul did his thing. Then again, mid-October, same thing. Explodes to almost $7,000 for a 10 of an Evolutions Charizard. And then, we're sprinkling it back down. Last sold, it looks like that was, at least on this data point, is 3,500 for a 10 Charizard. Again, this card is notoriously hard to grade. 10s are very, very hard to get in this for this card for whatever reason. I mean, we all know why, because basically the terrible printing that was in Evolutions. When you fire up the printers and make them go burr, they don't make some nice cuts and pretty cards sometimes. So this is the 9 in Charizard. Obviously, we're going to see a lot more of these. This is the highest population of this card is a 9. So lots of good data here. Again, mid-October, right around $200, $250. We're spiking at, looks like 3,500. And then obviously, again, slow, gradual deflation down to, we're almost to what it was before mid-October. So, again, looking at this information, you look at the consistency that's selling at, how much the population is out there. Again, this is the most graded card in Evolutions. And how often it's selling kind of gives you an idea of how many people are out there not holding it. They're trying to move it. So there's lots of sales, and then pricing is a derivative of how many times the sales is and how competitive the market wants to be. Because in a competitive market, prices will be going down. That's where we're at right now. So I want to make this video in a couple parts because we're already going on almost 10 minutes, and I still have a little bit more to say. But kind of gives you an idea of what the general population of cards are currently. Maybe I'll show you here in a second how much these cards have spiked and how much is out there right now. And again, with PSA's backlog, I think we're up to 8 or 9 months for the bulk submissions. If you do some sort of express, they have like a bajillion levels of express and how fast you can get it done. I know people get seen turnarounds of like 15 days, 20 days, a month for even the slower of the express options, but really not the bulk one. Bulk is just gonna I'm pretty sure PSA just has like buckets and buckets and buckets of those like big rolling carts that you see in like packaging facilities and mail sorting facilities. They're probably just full of these boxes of Pokemon cards, and they're just piling them up because they just can't. They're losing the battle here when it comes to people sending in cards to get graded. So let me show you just an idea of what kind of capacity they're at and what they're doing right now. So I have these pictures I made using the Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine is the Internet Archive's basically cache system of taking little snippets of the internet and taking data points for particular things and then like kind of preserving them so that you can go back and look at, like, you can look at Yahoo and then look at what Yahoo looked like in 2013 if you really wanted to, and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool little thing. But again, keep in mind the number I showed you earlier about the population for base set. So this is in the Wayback Machine. I just took a picture of it because I didn't want to load it. This is its loading thing, so that's why it's grayed like this. But gives you an idea what we're looking at. On November 1st, they had 197,000 cards graded currently through PSA for base set Pokemon. Now, this next picture I'm going to show you is on the 13th of November. So, 12 days after this, November 13th, just shy of 200,000 cards. Again, giving you an idea of how many cards are being graded. And this is by just one grading company for just one set of Pokemon. Giving you an idea of how much stuff is being graded right now. And we are in the very, very early stages of getting this stuff back. And the bulk submissions being caught back up again. So, in 12 days, they graded over 2,000 cards for base set. Just for base set. Phone, where you at? Hush, phone. I got another picture. I took this one myself on December 6th, so this Sunday. So the 13th, we're at 200,000, almost just shy of 200,000. So this is 3 weeks later. We're almost at 206,000 cards. Again, all this stuff going through PSA. So in a little over a month, they added to this population of all these cards right around 8,000 cards. I'm sorry, 6,000 cards. Don't pay attention to this. This is all stuff that is updated in real time. So stuff even on these pictures here don't matter. That's why I kind of clipped it out, because that stays up in current, because it's an algorithm that they're using to get this kind of data that's up to date. But this is what is important. If I had this, it'd be awesome. I could show you exactly how many Charizards and how many Blastoids and how many all that is going through, but I don't. It just doesn't save it for some reason. But yeah. So, again, that is in a month's time. Multiply this number, that kind of growth, 6,000, through the bulk submissions of now 9 months. You're looking at adding, if the rate stays the same, could be less, could be more, we don't know, 50,000 cards, potentially, by the end of getting through PSA's backlog, that it is currently at, right now, added to this population. And that would increase this population by a fifth. That kind of information is what you guys need to know, because this wave of PSA returns is absolutely going to destroy graded cards. The price is going to deteriorate, and all these people that bought all this stuff to grade it and flip it, not knowing that it's going to take this long, are going to lose badly. and I've seen it. I've already had instances of it. People coming in the store, and that's what this next video is going to be about. I'll tell you a little bit about that. The population for these cards and the prices for these cards will not hold for the next 6 months. The graded market for these cards are going very low, and the market will not be able to absorb all these cards. So we will see this kind of information, all these cards and these numbers and prices for these cards really just be obliterated. And a lot of people are going to be hurting, probably, because when they bought this card, they could potentially get a card back and a lower grade and be less than when they bought it at the peak at the end of October, November. And it's a bummer. It's scary. And it's coming. So all you guys that have stuff sitting at PSA, I feel for you. Hopefully you get a good grade, and hopefully it sticks, and it's really not going to deteriorate too bad, because it's coming, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. But yeah, that's all there is to this one. I'll talk about PSA again. It'll be in a couple days, but I'm going to shoot it right now. So I will see you guys in the next one. All right.